2-minute warning, 2-minute warning. For Verena Hofer at the women's start, 2-minute warning. Attention spectators trackside, welcome out to the Utah Olympic Park. We're just a few moments out from sending our first sled. There's going to be lots of sliding today. Just a few safety reminders. There is no standing on, climbing over, or leaning under any fence, barricade, or shade that surrounds the track. No throwing objects at or around the track. The metal grates and wooden decks that surround the track are for coaches and athletes only. No spectating on those metal grates or wooden decks that surround the track. Most importantly, never enter the track's surface for any reason. That's for your safety and the safety of the athletes. Best place to spectate is Curve 12. That's at the top of the lower loop. Got all the shades open in Curve 12 for spectating. Enjoy your time here at the Utah Olympic Park. The track is now clear at the ladies' start for Verena Hofer. Sledding track from the ladies' start. Sandra Robicher, stand by please. First on the ice, Verena Hofer. Start time was a 3:1.64. Just climbing that final curve, you went to gonna cross the finish line with a 44.540. 44.540. The track is now clear at the ladies' start for Sandra Robicher. Sledding track from the ladies' start. Nina Zogler, stand by please. Sandra Robicher crossing the finish line 44.159. Start time was a 3:180 with a top speed of 75.6 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the ladies' start for Nina Zogler. Sledding track from the ladies start. Reader and Kynes-Waldner, stand by please. Nina Zogler on the ice, just climbing that final curve. Start time was a 3:2:05. She crosses the finish line with a 44:2:06. 44:2:06. Top speed 76.4 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the double start for Reader and Kynes-Waldner. Start. Sledding track from the doubles start. Nagler, Malayer, stand by please. Reader and Kynes-Waldner. First double sled on the ice. Start time was a 3:1:07. Down time 44:1:01 with a top speed of 70.7 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the double start for Nagler and Mailer. Sledding track from the doubles start. Falkensteiner and Hober, stand by please. Nagler, Malayer, crossed the finish line 43:954. Start time was a 3:062 with a top speed of 70.8 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the double start for Falkensteiner and Huber. Sledding track from the double start. Vater and Oberhofer, stand by please. Falkensteiner and Huber crossed the finish line 44.832. Start time was a 3:2.58 and a top speed of 74.5 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the double start for Vaughter and Oberhofer. Sledding track from the doubles start. Downtime for Vaughter and Oberhofer, 44.486. Start time was a 3:186 with a top speed of 73 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the ladies' start for Joanna Corina Boisato. Oh. Sledding track from the ladies' start. Guitan and Saban stand by at the double start, please. Downtime 44.931. Top speed 73.7 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the double start for Gitlin and Serban. Start. Sledding track from the doubles start. And Derek and Matska, stand by, please. Gitlin and Serban crossed the finish line. Start time was a 3:137. Downtime 44.871 with a top speed of 66.8 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the double start for Hendarik and Matska. Start. Sledding track, sledding chart. Strama Turatu and Monolesco, stand by please. Hendarik and Matska across the finish line, 44.395. Start time was a 3:1:27. Top speed, 76.6 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the double start for Strama Turaru Manolesco. Sledding track from the double start. Indija, stand by please. Strama Turaru and Manolesco crossed the finish line 45.744. Start time was a 3:2:50. Top speed 72.2 miles an hour. Track is now clear at the ladies' start for Candia Apayarda. Start. Sledding track from the ladies' start. Helena Yeva Bota, stand by please. Downtime for Candia Parioda, 44.715. Start time was a 3:1:86. Top speed 73.8 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the ladies' start for Elena Bota. Sledding track from the ladies' start. Zane Coloma, stand by please. Elena Bota in the track. Start time was a 3:1:40. She climbs you into the final curve of the track. Downtime 44.256. 44.256. Top speed 73.3 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the ladies' start for Zena Kaluma. Sledding track from the ladies' start. Margita Sineria, stand by please. On the ice, Zena Kaluma. Start time was a 3:2:00. Crosses the finish line with a 45:096. Top speed 73 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the ladies' start for Margita Sineria. Sledding track from the ladies' start. Bots and Pluma, stand by please. In the track, Margita Sirsinya. Start time was a 3:2:17. She climbs curve 15. Get across the finish line with a 44:651. Top speed 72.2 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the double start for Bots and Plume. Start. Sledding track from the doubles start. Sevics, Mikla Sevics, and Krasts, stand by please. Bots and Bluma in the track. Start time was a 3:0.80. They slide through low point. Crossing the finish line, 43.808. Top speed, 71.5 miles an hour. Track is now clear at the double start for Civics, Mikla Civics, and Cross. Sledding track from the double start. Roba Nisa and Bogdan Nova, stand by please. In the track, Civics, Mikula Civics, and Cross. Start time was a 3:0.58. Downtime 43.880. Top speed was a 69.7 miles an hour. Track is now clear at the double start for Roba Nisa and Bogdan Nova. Sledding track from the double start. Opita and Pavlova, stand by please. Start time was a 3:2.16. As it come through Dinger 13. Downtime 45.871. Top speed was 70.5 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the double start for Opita and Pavlova. Sledding track from the double start. Tuve Kahala, stand by please. Opita and Pavlova in the track. Start time was a 3:2.19. Coming out of the Olympic curve into Dinger. Crossing the finish line, 44.866. Top speed, 68.4 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the ladies' start for Tuve Kahala. Sledding track from the ladies' start. Barbara Almayer, stand by, please. Tuve Kahala in the track. Start time was a 3:2:00. Coming out of Slingshot 14. Downtime 44.206. Top speed was 75.3 miles an hour. Track is now clear at the ladies' start for Barbara Almayer. Sledding track from the ladies' start. Hannah Brock, stand by, please. On the ice, Barbara Almayer slides through curve 11. Her start time was a 3:2:08. Downtime 44.569. Top speed 75.2 miles an hour. Track's now clear at the ladies' start for Hannah Prock. Sledding track from the ladies' start. Lisa Schulte, stand by, please. Hannah Prock on the track. She heads through low point. Start time was a 3:198. Downtime 44.177 with a top speed of 73 miles an hour. Track is now clear at the ladies' start for Lisa Schulte. Start. Sledding track from the ladies start. Dorothea Schwartz, stand by please. Lisa Schulte in the track. Start time 3:197. She makes her way through Slingshot. Top speed 75.9 miles an hour. Crossing the finish line 44.054. Spectators, there is no spectating on those metal grates that surround the track. Best place to spectate's top of the lower loop, that's curve 12. Do not enter the track surface for any reason. Track is now clear at the ladies start for Dorothea Schwartz. Sledding track from the ladies start. Mueller and Frauscher, stand by please at the double start. Dorothea Schwartz in the track. Start time 3:210. She comes out of Slingshot. Top speed 72.4 miles an hour. Crossing the finish line 44.439. The track is now clear at the double start for Mueller and Frauscher. Sledding track from the double start. Gat and Scherf, stand by please. Mueller and Frauscher in on the ice. Coming out of curve 14. Start time was a 3:03.086. Top speed 74.4 miles an hour with a downtime of 43.833. Track's now clear at the double start for Gat and Scherf. Sledding track from the doubles start. Stoy and Kindle, stand by please. Gat Shop in the track coming out of curve 11. Start time was a 3.064. Crossing the finish line, 43.739. Top speed, 76.1 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the double start for Stoy and Kindle. Start. Sledding track from the double start. Eagle and Kip, stand by please. On the ice, Story and Kindle. Start time was a 3.091. Coming through Slingshot, 14. Crossing the finish line, 43.705. Top speed, 70.9 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the double start for Eagle and Kip. Sledding track from the double start. Verena Hoffer, stand by at the ladies' start, please. Eagle and Kip in the track. Coming out of Dinger, 13. Start time was a 3.211. Top speed, 69.7 miles an hour. They're going to cross the finish line with a 44.344. 44.344. The track is now clear at the ladies' start for Verena Hoffer. Sledding track, from the ladies' start. Sandra Robicher, stand by please. Verena Hoffer in the track. Start time was a 3.187. Top speed, 69.7 miles an hour. They're going to cross the finish line with a 44.344. 44.344. 44.344. Verena Hoffer in the track. Start time was a 3.187. Top speed, 70.9 miles an hour. Verena Hoffer in the track. Start time was a 3.187. Top speed, 69.7 miles an hour. Verena Hoffer in the track. Start time was a 3.187. Top speed, 70.9 miles an hour. Verena Hoffer in the track. Start time was a 3.187. Coming out of Slingshot, top speed 75.1 miles an hour, crossing the finish line 44.256. The track is now clear at the ladies' start for Sandra Robicher. Sledding track from the ladies' start. Nina Zogler, stand by, please. Sandra Robicher, downtime 44.227. Top speed was 75.6 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the ladies' start for Nina Zogler. Sledding track from the ladies' start. Reeder and Kynes Waldner, stand by please at the double start. Nina Zogler on the track. Start time 3.216. She comes out of the Olympic curve 12. Out of 14, top speed was 74.7 miles an hour. She crosses the finish line with a 44.440. 44.440. The track is now clear at the double start for Reeder and Kynes Waldner. Sledding track from the double start. Nagler, Malayer, stand by please. Reeder and Kynes Waldner in the track. Start time was a 3.105. Coming out of Slingshot 14. Downtime 43.964 with a top speed of 71.1 miles an hour. track is now clear at the double start for Nagler and Malayer. Sledding track from the double start. Falkensteiner and Huber, stand by please. Nagler and Malayer in the track coming through curve 11. Start time was a 3:071. Downtime 43.826 with a top speed 70 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the double start for Falkensteiner and Huber. Sledding track from the double start. Vaughter and Oberhofer, stand by please. Downtime for Falkensteiner and Huber, 44.930. Top speed was a 71.7 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the double start for Vaughter and Oberhofer. Sledding track from the double start. Joanna Karina Boisatoyo, stand by please. Vaughter and Oberhofer on the ice. Coming through 14 slingshot. Start time was a 3:187. Top speed 76.7 miles an hour. Downtime 44.426. Track is now clear at the ladies start for Joanna Karina Boisatoyo. Sledding track from the ladies start. Zietland and Zerban, stand by, please. Joanna Karina Boizatoyo on the ice. She heads into slingshot 14. Start time was a 3:2:05. Top speed 74.7 miles an hour. Crossing the finish line 44.897. Track is now clear at the double start for Zietland and Zerban. Sledding track from the double start. Handerick and Matska, stand by, please. Zietland and Zerban in the track. Start time was a 3:1:34. Crossing the finish line 44.386. Top speed 68.2 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the double start for Hendarik and Matska. Sledding track from the double start. Trauma Tararu and Monolesco, stand by, please. On the ice, Hendarik and Matska. Headed into curve 11. Start time was a 3:1:27. Crossing the finish line 44.417 with a top speed of 67.3 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the double start for Strama Tararu and Manolesco. Sledding track from the double start. Candia Aparo, stand by, please. On the ice, Strama Tararu and Manalesco. Start time was a 3:2.82. They crossed the finish line with a 45.325. 45.325. Top speed 74.7 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the ladies' start for Candia Apariota. Sledding track from the ladies' start. Alina, you have a Bota, stand by, please. Candia Pariota in the track. Start time 3:1.83. She goes through Dinger 13. Downtime 44.252. Top speed 75 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the ladies' start for Alina Veda Bota. Sledding track from the ladies' start. Zena Kaluma, stand by, please. Alina Yeva Bota in the track. Start time 3:157. She heads through Dinger. Her start time was 3:157. Downtime 44.513. Top speed 73.9 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the ladies' start for Zena Kalumu. Sledding track from the ladies' start. Margita Ciceria, stand by, please. Headed through curve 11. Zaina Kaluma. Start time 3-2-1-0. Downtime 44.949 with a top speed of 73.2 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the ladies' start for Margita Sirsinya. Sledding track from the ladies' start. Bots and Pluma, stand by please. Attention spectators trackside, welcome out to the Utah Olympic Park. If you're just joining us, there's a few safety reminders. There's no standing on, climbing over, or leaning under any fence, barricade, or shade that surrounds the track. No throwing objects at or around the track, including snowballs. No snowballs at or around the track. The metal grates and wooden decks that surround the track are for coaches and athletes only. No spectators on the metal grates or wooden decks that surround the track. Most importantly, never enter the track surface for any reason. That's for your safety and the safety of our athletes. Curve 12 is open for spectating. All the shades are open in Curve 12. Enjoy your time here at the Utah Olympic Park. That was Margita Sinceria. Start time 3-2-1-5. Downtime 45.019. Top speed 71 miles an hour. Track's now clear at the double start for Bots and Pluma. Sledding track from the double start. Civics, Miklisevics, and Krasts, stand by please. Bots and Pluma in the track. Start time 3:095 as they make their way through curve 11. Downtime 43.741. Top speed 71.1 miles an hour. Track is now clear at the double start for Civics, Miklisevics, and Krasts. Sledding track from the double start. Robozanaista and Bogdanova, stand by please. Civics, Miklisevics, and Krasts in the track. They're headed through that 10-11 straightaway. Start time was 3:057. Downtime 44.213 with a top speed of 73.6 miles an hour. Track is now clear at the double start for Obanitha and Bogdan Nova. Sledding track from the double start. Opita and Pavlova, stand by please. In the track, Robinaitha and Bogdan Nova. Start time 3.214. They climb Uinta, final curve of the track. Crossing the finish line 44.653. 44.653. Top speed 71.5 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the double start for Opita Pavlova. Sledding track from the double start. Tuve Kahala, stand by please. Upita and Pavlova in the track. Start time was a 3.217. They come out of Dinger, 13. Downtime 44.989 with a top speed of 76.6 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the ladies' start for Tuve Kahala. Sledding track from the ladies' start. Barbara Almayer, stand by please. On the ice, Tuve Kahala. Start time 3.204. She comes into slingshot, curve 14. Crossing the finish line 44.287. Top speed 75.2 miles an hour. track is now clear at the ladies' start for Barbara Almayer. Sledding track from the ladies' start. Hannah Prock, stand by please. In the track, Barbara Almayer. Start time was a 3:2.32. She's coming into the Olympic curve. That's curve 12. Downtime 44.570. 44.570. Top speed 75.8 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the ladies' start for Hannah Prock. Sledding track from the ladies' start. Lisa Schulte, stand by please. On the ice, we have Hannah Prock. Start time 3:2.15. She heads through those labyrinth curves. Downtime 44.102. Top speed 76.3 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the ladies' start for Lisa Schulte. Sledding track from the ladies' start. Dorothea Schwartz, stand by please. Lisa Schulte in the track. Start time 3:197. Headed through curve 12 into Dinger. Downtime 43.991. Top speed 75.9 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the ladies' start for Dorothea Schwartz. Sledding track from the ladies start. Mueller and Frauscher, stand by please at the double start. Dorothea Shorts in the track, 3.212 start time. She makes her way out of 11 into 12. Downtime 44.284. Top speed 74.3 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the double start for Mueller and Frauscher. Sledding track from the double start. Gatt and Scherp, stand by please. The sled has gone over in curve 11. There's going to be a brief hold on the track. Brief hold on the track. Thumbs up received. 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning for Gatt and Scherp at the double start. 2-minute warning. Track is now clear at the double start for Gatt and Scherp. start. Sledding track from the double start. Stoy and Kindle, stand by please. Gat and Sherp in the track. Start time 3091. Coming out of Dinger 13. Downtime 43.772. Top speed 76.2 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the double start for Stoy and Kindle. Sledding track from the double start. Egil and Kip, stand by please. Stoy and Kindle on the ice. Start time was a 3:098. Coming out of Slingshot 14. Downtime 43.902. Top speed of 78 miles an hour. Track is now clear at the double start for Egil and Kip. Sledding track from the doubles start. Margita Sirsinia, stand by for run number 3. Downtime 44.241. Top speed 69.6 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the ladies' start for Buzatoy. Sledding track from the ladies' start. Gitland and Serban, stand by, please. Ioana Karina Boizatoyo. Downtime 45.190. Top speed 73.5 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the double start for Gitland and Serban. Sledding track from the double start. And Darek and Matska, stand by, please. Gitland and Serban head into slingshot. Start time was 3:138. Top speed 68.1 miles an hour. Downtime 44.475. The track is now clear at the ladies' start for Margita Cercinia. Sledding track from the ladies' start. Robzanaitha and Bogdan Nova, stand by at the double start, please. Downtime for Margita 44.845. Top speed 71.7 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the double start for Civics and Crest. Sledding track from the doubles start. Robinetsas and Bogdanova, stand by please. Civics and Crass in the track. Start time was a 3:0.95. They're coming through Dinger 13. Crossing the finish line 43.977. Top speed 68.2 miles an hour. Track is now clear at the double start for Robinetha and Bogdanova. Sledding track from the double start. Opita and Pavlova, stand by please. Robinetha and Bogdanova in the track. Start time was a 3:2.19. So they come out of Dinger. Ooh, sled's gone over out of Dinger.
Brief hold on the track. Brief hold on the track.
2-minute warning, 2-minute warning for Opita and Pavlova. 2-minute warning. Opita and Pavlova to the line, please. Opita and Pavlova to the line. Opita and Pavlova to the line, please. Opita and Pavlova to the line. The track is now clear at the double start for Opita and Pavlova. Start. Sledding track from the double start. Tuve Kohala, stand by please. On the ice, Opita and Pavlova. Start time 3:2:39 as they come through curve 11. They cross the finish line with a 45.120, top speed 67.2 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the ladies' start for Tuve Kohala. Sledding track from the ladies' start. Barbara Almayer, stand by please. On the ice, Tuve Kohala. Start time 3:2:26. She comes out of the 10-11 straightaway. Downtime 44.236. Top speed 73.3 miles an hour. Track is now clear at the ladies start for Barbara Almayer. Sledding track from the ladies start. Dorothea Schwartz, stand by please. Barbara Almayer on the ice. Start time 3:238. Coming out of 12 into Dinger. Downtime 44.354. Top speed 76.2 miles an hour. Now, track is now clear at the ladies start for Dorothea Schwartz. Sledding track from the ladies start. Egel and Kip, stand by at the double start, please. Dorothea Schwartz in the track. Start time 3:220. Coming out of curve 11. Crossing the finish line, 44.394. Top speed, 73.9 miles an hour. The track is now clear at the double start for Egel and Kip. Start. Sledding track from the double start. In the track, Egel and Kip. Start time 3:101. 3:101. They come out of curve 11. Crossing the finish line, 43.636. Top speed, 79 miles an hour. Attention athletes, coaches, officials, and spectators trackside. The track is now clear. We're going to resume sliding at approximately 10:45 with Group A. 10:45 with Group A.